Hey party people, welcome back to the next ukulele vlog, or Mahlzeit Langen as they tend to say in the kitchen, because they're all from Cologne. It took me a while to make the next vlog, but here I am on a Saturday evening. Behind me is the harbor of Norderney, and on this side I can see the lighthouse, activated right now to guide the ships safely to land. And a lot of shit happened the last 1.5 weeks. I can tell you very much about the life on the island and the life as a bartender in a stressful restaurant, because like last week I had like a little breakdown, a little collapse, or how you might call it. I was so exhausted from working. Like we did a little beach party on last Sunday, and I also brought my ukulele there, but I didn't have enough sleep, and I also had the late shift, so I had to work until 11, put all the glass in the shelves and polish all the fucking glass. It just takes so long, man. But yeah, and yeah, in the evening after the work was done, we had our beach party, and I was playing for them for 2 hours or whatever. It was really nice, and we also had some rosé and some white wine from the restaurant, from our nice sommelier. It was like a really great evening, but still, even good times can exhaust you sometimes. And on the next day, I mean, I didn't stay forever, but on the next day I was feeling like not in a good place, not in my right mind, I don't know. But I felt that something was off, and then I worked until, I don't know, 6 maybe. I also had the late shift again, and when there was my break, or right before my break, I had like a little collapse, or I felt so dizzy. I also told my co-workers, can you please give me a break and shit, and one of my friends, she was so nice to take me to the courtyard and put my feet up to get a little air and to get a little blood flow going. But I didn't feel great, so I decided to go home, and then I even went to the doctor to get my blood checked and shit. I mean, everything was fine. I was just probably exhausted and too much work and too much doing, not enough sleep, you know how it is sometimes. But this dizziness, I have it often, even when I'm like resting. I don't know, some things just stress me out, even when I watch like a series that's giving me some emotional reactions or something. Maybe I have like anxiety problems, who knows. But yeah, who knows. And yeah, then I took 1 day off, and it was really nice, really good recovery. And then we had a very rainy day where everybody had to clean some shit in the restaurant, because there were not so many guests and everybody had like a thing to do. For example, Mia was cleaning the big fridge rooms where the beer and all the other beverages are stored, with some water and some like wiping the walls. This takes like forever, because you have to get all the drinks out beforehand, like all the crates, and put them somewhere else. But we managed in the end. And then I could go into the free evening early, and the next day was my free day, luckily. And this free day, it was like one of the best that I ever had, because I was just telling myself, okay, this time no windsurfing, no stress for the body, just relax. And this is what I did. Like, I was reading a book, I had a nice breakfast in the morning, and I went to the library and read some Hunger Games there, which is one of my obsessions right now, I would say. And I was even writing myself some stuff in a nice cafe. Yeah, just in general a really nice, relaxed evening. And then I could also start working again properly, with not so much dizziness. I mean, I still feel it, but it won't go away, you know. Sometimes you have like a cold and you drag it for a few weeks, and then also work comes along and you don't really have time to cure your body and shit. But I hope it will get better, and maybe next week the doctor can also tell me something what I can do against my strange feelings. Yeah, and what else happened? The how do you say, funny poking each other at work with some jokes and shit. It increased again, or maybe I just got more sensitive to it because, as I told you before, we have many young waiters and waitresses in the restaurant, like they're 18, 19, 20, whatever. Of course, there are also some older ones, but these young people, they tend to call me Ank or like grandpa, and usually that doesn't like annoy me, but this time it got on my nerve because they sometimes they behave like little kids for real. The joke is not even funny and they say, "Oh, you Ank, your frail bones and your old body," and then I try to shoot back and shit. But so one evening I was really like feeling a bit sad and angry about it, but then I realized, why should I be angry? Just play the game, and now I feel better because it's funny to play with them. You can also turn the game around and tell them like, "Oh, you're so young, you're so inexperienced, you're just a kiddo. I need to teach my little kid," and give them some like smacks on the ass. I mean, not literally speaking, but you know what I mean. And yeah, I found a new nerdy hobby. Not a dirty hobby, nerdy. Last week I was sitting on the beach and reading a book, and I thought, I looked to the horizon and saw some ships going, and I was wondering where they go and where they come from. So I looked some app up on Google, on the internet, and I found out that there's like an app or like a website where you can see where the ships are going, and you can also see pictures how they look and which year they are built in and shit. And it's really interesting to me. Like, I don't know, it's just so many shit going on in this world. I realized, like, all the planes in the sky and the ships that like constantly give us more food and other things that you consume in your daily life. It's just all happening in the background, but people working on these ships, they have like crazy lives. Also on like offshore oil rigs and all these crazy facilities that you don't like realize in your daily life. It's actually insane. Imagine working there, like, for real. You would make a good salary, but it would also be a troublesome life. Like being in a storm outside in the middle of the Atlantic or something, or the Northern Sea. That's crazy to me. These people, it's like a totally different life. They never really get to see the civilization except when they're home. So yeah, and I even told my my younger co-workers about my funny hobby in the break, to like mock them a little bit, to play the Ankh card, to play in their cards. And they called me like, "Oh, you grandpa, that's for old people." But I don't fucking care, man. Yeah. Okay, let's come to the song of tonight. Not way too long because it's starting to rain and it's also getting dark, fucking dark. Hopefully the camera can pick me up. But yeah, the song of today is Waves by Robin Schulz and Mr. Probz, the remix. And I chose this song because I heard it again on the Robin Schulz concert that I was on here a few weeks ago. And I also have a nice memory of the song from my teenage years, when I was starting to get my driver's license and had my first driver's lessons, because actually I had like a illegal driver lesson by my aunt back then, also the same aunt that used to work here on the island in the hospital, and she let me drive her car, and the first song that came on when I was driving around the plaza was Waves. So I remembered this, but the lyrics, I couldn't like really understand what they meant, but in the end I figured out that they mean like, you're wave after wave, you're going under and drifting away. It can mean many things, but I think for the song it means, in the context, it means something like going away from a relationship, that's like people drift apart from each other. Or for me it could also mean that you're like having a little breakdown, the collapse, drifting away from your usual self. But yeah, for me it's kind of a mixed feeling song. But yeah, let's try. Let's go, man! My face above the water, my feet can't touch the ground, and it feels like I can see the sands on the horizon every time you are not around. I'm slowly drifting, drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting, drifting away, and it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream, pulling against it. Wave after wave, wave after wave, I'm slowly drifting, and it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream. I wish I could make it easy, easy to love me, but still I reach to find a way. I'm stuck here in between, I'm looking for the right words to say. I'm slowly drifting, drifting away, wave after wave, wave after wave. I'm slowly drifting, drifting away, and it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream, pulling against it. Wave after wave, wave after wave, I'm slowly drifting, drifting away, and it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream, pulling against it. Wave after wave, wave after wave, I'm slowly drifting, and it feels like I'm drowning, pulling against the stream, pulling against the stream.